Hi everybody, it's Steffi and Carter. Welcome back to my channel, and this is now phase 2 of the Corona Chronicles. So Carter, tell us about your weekend. What did you do this weekend?
Ate in my face bite of a Big Mac.
And where did you go this weekend?
To a place and I got lots of toys.
Well, who picked you up?
My dad.
Yeah, and it was your first time going to his house, wasn't it?
Yep. Got play on my iPad a lot.
Because he got you an iPad, didn't he?
Yep. And my dad shaved my head off.
Yeah, and you like it, don't you?
Yep.
So did you have a good weekend with your dad?
A lot.
You did? You had a lot of fun? You eat a lot of food your mom wouldn't to let you eat?
Yep. And I have a big soda too.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to say to your viewers before I let you go?
Kill the like button. Try to kill it.
Okay. Is there anything else or is that it?
Hit the bell.
Okay. You can go play now. You don't have to stay for the whole thing.
Do it.
Okay, so he wants to get back to his tablet because he hasn't had a tablet in a while. But yes, this is phase 2 of the coronavirus pandemic. So you will see a lot of that going on throughout the whole video. But today Carter has just came home. Maddox still isn't here yet. But if you're not aware, and I do say it in my vlog, this week both boys actually went and hung out with their dads. So that happened. But yeah, it is Sunday. I have off tomorrow for Memorial Day. Not sure what we're going to do yet, but we'll figure that out. So anyway, let's roll the clips. Hi everybody. So today is Monday. Yesterday was like a very rough day for me. I wasn't feeling very well ever since I've been on these new vitamins. I've noticed if I either have too much junk food or if I drink or anything like that, my body immediately wants to get rid of those things, and the vitamins are definitely keeping me hydrated. I've been a lot thirstier, but yesterday was not a good day for me. I didn't feel very well. I needed to lay down. I needed to rest. Didn't get any cleaning done, so yesterday I pretty much just rested. Today I did do my brows. This brow color is actually a lot darker than I wanted, and the tails don't really match up that well. I mean, this one's pretty fat and this one's not. But I was just playing around with my makeup stuff. They don't look too bad, like with the light off. If I put the light on, it would be a completely different story, and you guys don't want to see that. So it's kind of hard to take me seriously with such thick eyebrows, but this might be the new me. I have to keep adjusting how I do them and try to get them even, and I will keep working on that as time goes on. I got to play with the brow gel and get used to it, but it's just something that I wanted to try, and here we are with 2 eyebrows that are more like cousins, not twins. So yes, I did get a lot of stuff done yesterday, which was good. Also, my work, they reached out to me today and they asked me when I'm coming back to the office. So now I have to start planning for that. So what I did is I called Maddox's daycare. He's all set up for Tuesday. I have off Monday for Memorial Day. And then Carter's programming, they're going to keep their same hours until like sometime in June. So then they start on their normal day schedule. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet about him and his hours. I have to get that figured out. So I'm going to be working on that and trying to see what I can do. But you know, it is what it is. You can only do what you can do. So we'll see what happens, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, the boys wanted me to pick up some things to make cookies because they have been into cookies lately. So I'm going to be working on that this week. Aside from that, that's pretty much it. Carter will be going with his dad this weekend, so it'll be my first weekend being like completely alone in the house since we have moved in. And I don't, yeah, that's like never happened since we've been here. So it'll be very interesting. I'm sure at some point in time I will get bored, and then I will be kicking myself for saying I'm actually bored and instead I should be enjoying my time as a mom without kids. But of course, as mothers, we're all guilty of doing that. So, yeah, that's all that's pretty much going on right now. Hi, everybody. So it is Thursday. Today actually started phase 2 of the coronavirus lockdown, so things are starting to be lifted. We went to Chili's for supper. I will include that vlog after this one. It's very short, but just yeah, we had a good dinner. My first time having chicken and waffles, which was delicious. But girl, when I tell you I ate and I had some drinks, my belly is so full right now. Have you ever got to that stage where you're eating and you're drinking and you just get tired? Like, think Thanksgiving and you've ate the turkey and the stuffing and the mashed potatoes and the corn and the pie and you've had a couple of beers and you're like, I needs me a nap. That is me right now. And usually I stay up and the kids are like, but you're going to go to bed? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go to bed. Are you going to wake up in the morning, Mom? I'm like, yes, I will wake up in the morning. I'm just very tired. I ate too much. I need to sleep. I only ate half of my plate. It was a lot of food, but it was good, and it was nice to be able to go to a restaurant again and kind of feel normal. But there was for about like 45 minutes where we were the only people in the restaurant. It was very weird. It was very weird. But we were served very well. We tipped them well. You know, everything was great, but I need to go to sleep. And something is going on with this thermostat over here. It's like 78 degrees in my house and it's 8 o'clock. I'm not even dealing with it right now, honey. I am so tired. I'm just going to open the window all the way open and I'm going to just fall out. That's where I'm at, honey. But I have a surprise for you guys tomorrow, so stay tuned. I am recording.
Oh, hi. Playing game right now, not trying to lose.
Yeah.
And what are you drinking?
I already called.
Blue Lagoon soda?
Oh, yeah.
And where are we?
Chili's.
Yup, Chili's.
And we got the whole restaurant to ourselves, and you guys are loving it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yes, so we are at Chili's. It's the first
got
day
the
that they have been
bomb again.
open, like
Use the
fully,
bomb.
so we are going to fully enjoy that. Do you want to get on camera?
Oh, house.
Not dying to.
No. Andy is with us too.
Yeah, I know that.
Hi, you guys. So it is Friday. This is probably the last vlog you're going to see before I do the whole vlog video. But, oh, look at those lines. It's been a long day. I told you guys I had a surprise for you. Well, this is my first weekend. Now it's officially the weekend that I am going to be without any kids for the weekend. They have both went to their dad's house. Maddox goes to his dad's house every weekend. But as for Carter, this is something new because if you do not know, Carter's dad was recently released from prison. He was in prison for a number of years, and I'm not going to get into exactly why or what happened or any of that. But he hasn't had any time with Carter for a long time. He hasn't been able to like physically see him, I think, for at least 6 months. So he finally got to see him and hug him and, you know, give him some presents and things like that. And it was very sweet to see. So they actually just left. Yeah, I'm trying to not like get emotional here because my baby is going to be gone for a while and I'm going to go grab a tissue. Be right back. It's like, do you remember when your kids first go to kindergarten and you're so proud of them but also you know you're gonna miss the hell out of them. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I have been with Carter, and I have been a single parent doing this on my own with Andy, of course, but you know, I have been his only biological parent, actively involved in his life for 9 years, and for me this is it's a very big moment for me to actually be able to get things that other mothers have, like some time to myself, because I never get any time to do anything for myself. I'm gonna take a minute and I will come back when I'm more composed. Okay, now that I have cried off my makeup, which doesn't matter because I'm not going anywhere else today. It's just I think other people don't understand when you do have a child that has an incarcerated parent, how hard it is to not have those little things that other parents do have, where you can't even call and say, I'm going to call your dad if you do that again. And to now actually have those things, it is very different, and I have to adjust to it as well as Carter. But he said yesterday he was nervous to go, and I understand why and how that could affect him. You know, that he is nervous. He doesn't really, I mean, like, he knows his dad and he's visited with him. And ever since he's been out for like the past month, they've talked on the phone a lot. So it's not like he's just picking him up and he hasn't talked to him or seen him on Snapchat or whatever. You know, they have video called before and things like that. So, and don't think the whole time that his dad was locked up, he didn't get to see him. He did. So it's not like he hasn't seen Carter since he was a baby or anything, but this is his first time, his dad's first time ever really taking on that parental role. And, you know, he flat out just asked me, what are all the meds he's on? You know, I'm going to grab pen and paper, write this down, which Carter is on a lot of meds. That's why we have that lunchbox up there on top of the fridge. So for me, you know, it means a lot that he actually wants to do this and that he cares enough to actually write this stuff down. So I have to like kind of remind myself that this is not a bad thing and that Carter is going to be fine because he's 9 years old. Like, but to me, he's still a baby, and he will always be a baby to me, and so will Maddox. I just think it's something I'm not, as a mother, I think it's something that that's how you just feel about your kids. I mean, this is just a very emotional moment for me because like I said before, I'm not used to this. And I'm sure in time this will get easier for me and I will kind of get over it and it won't affect me so much, but right now it is. And this weekend Andy works, so I can't spend very much time with him. What's the other eye? Because he's working. I mean, I can call him and see about him coming over tomorrow maybe, but he gets done with work so early and I want to sleep in. So, just a couple of things that I have planned for the weekend. There's some makeup I wanted to get. So I'm going to take a trip to the store by myself. I'm probably going to pick myself up some food and have a nice little lunch. And tomorrow I actually am getting my nails done. So I have to wear my mask, but I will be getting my nails done. I am very excited for that. Right now, I just ordered a pizza, so my pizza is going to be coming shortly. And I went to Family Video because they are open. So I have Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which actually sounded a lot better than the title when I read through it. And then I have the Joker movie to watch. So I'm going to be watching those this weekend. I'm going to have my pizza and my wings. You know, just kind of chilling, hanging out. Oh, I got to get milk tomorrow too. I got to remember to do that. So I just, you know, I'm actually going to get a day to sleep in where I don't have to wake up and give kids medication, and I don't have to, be up so they're not getting into things. Okay, that was Carter's dad calling. They were looking for somewhere to get food, and if you don't know, he doesn't live in town. He actually lives somewhere else. So for him, he has to use GPS to get around the area because he doesn't know this area at all. Has never lived in Green Bay his whole life. So, yeah. So he was just calling me because they were gonna eat. But I mean, it is 6 o'clock. So like I said, I just ordered myself a pizza. It's just time for everybody to eat. I'm not happy with my eye look today. I feel like it just looks like really not blended, and I did blend the fuck out of it. It's just, and this one, like that eyeshadow just looks way too blown out. I don't know. That's the cat. I was like, what was that? Yeah, so it's very, very quiet in here, and it is very weird. That it is this time of day and it is so quiet. Like, I don't have any lights of the other lights on in the house, which never happens because the kids always turn all the lights on and then leave them on. The TV is finally off, so I don't have to hear cartoons all day, which are the same 4 cartoons on this goddamn channel all the time. And I'm so sick of Sesame Street. I don't even know why they watch it. They're way too old for it, but they still watch it. I don't know. So it's just weird that it's so like eerily quiet in here. So I have plenty of things to keep me busy this weekend, so I'm not worried about that. And if I ever get bored, I have a book, so I can always read. But I'm feeling a little bit better now. I think once my food gets here and I'm watching a movie, I'll be fine. They did say they were going to call me when they get back to where they're going. So I know they got there safe because they're taking the highway. So I don't know. That was my big surprise for you guys, though, because this is a pretty important time in Carter's life for his dad to actually be involved, because he never really was. Even before all of this happened and he was locked up, he just really didn't care to be involved. So, I can only say when I took on this role as a parent and decided this is what I wanted to do, was to get pregnant, and that was a decision we made together, I took it very seriously. I watched what I ate. I went to the doctor regularly. I drank lots of water. I took care of myself. So, and took care of Carter. So that's just, but, we're not going to get into all that. He picked him up today. We're going to see how this goes. So we'll see what happens when my baby comes home, because I plan on asking him a bunch of questions on camera so you guys can actually see what he had to say, and we will probably do that Sunday. So I actually might do another vlog, because I'll probably have him do the Q&A with me on Sunday as the beginning part of it. You guys probably already saw it. And anyway, whatever. I have a pizza coming. I'm going to go, but sorry about my little cry sesh. This is all very fresh. I've got to get used to it. So we'll see how good I sleep tonight. Hi everybody, so it is Saturday. Today I did go to the store. I know I look very washed out today. I didn't want to put on a lot of makeup, so I just have a little bit on. But I went and I got some lip liners and some lipsticks, because girl, we are done with the stage of like colorful lips, I think, for a while. Everything has been in the neutral category. That's what I've been seeing. So I picked up some cool colors. I also did grab a really pretty purple, which I'll show you guys just because I'm crazy like that. And I did get some lip liners, so I want to show off that. I know this is a real weird vlog, but this is kind of like a behind the scenes of my beauty channel. So I think we'll just start with the lip liners. So this is actually from Gerard Cosmetics, and I got this in my BoxyCharm box. So it's a brown, and I think this is the shade Underground. So let's show you that one first. Very creamy formula. So there is Underground. That's the color that I have used today. And then next we're going to do this one. This is from NYX. These were about like $4. This is in the shade London. A little bit more of a medium brown. That probably would have worked with this color also. And then we have more of a red toned one. This is Tea and Cookies. Well, this is actually, it looks like a red tone, but it's more of a pink. And then this last one is Clinger, which is a very bright pink. So those are a couple of different pencils I got. The Gerard Cosmetics one is obviously bigger, but they're all sharpenable. So that's that. And then I have my lipstick. So let me get the colors ready here, and we will go lightest to dark, I think. I think that's how we want to do this today. So let me get them in order. I love L'Oreal's lipstick formula. I really do. We'll do the purple one last. Okay, so first, this is Matte Macadamia. This is the one I actually have on my lips today. So that's that one. Very skin toned, as you can see on my lips. It pretty much matches my eyeshadow. Next, this is more of a pinky one. This is Ballerina Shoes. I just feel like this is going to be such a pretty color. And I was right, it is. If you guys don't like watching beauty videos, I understand. But that is Ballerina Shoes. Just, I didn't have a real pastel-y pretty pink, so I wanted one. This is another nude. This is Ultra Nude. I'm not sure what happened to the top of this lipstick, but something happened to it. Anyway. Ultra Nude. So that's more of like a medium, more real nude. So all of their nude ones do come in this type of packaging. This next one is Cutting Edge Cork. This is a very dark one, but they are so creamy and so nice, and I can't wait to play with all of these. So that's Cutting Edge Cork. And this is our last one. This is the purple one. So this is called Matte Gig. I think it's supposed to be like magic. I had to do it. Oh my god. This is going to be so pretty with my Jeffree Star palette. There's so many looks I'm going to be able to do with this. Look at that. So here are the liners. Here are the lipsticks. I don't know. I wanted to show that to you guys today because I'm going to be going back to work soon, and I'm going to need new lip colors to wear. I know this one, with having absolutely nothing on my eyes, it kind of has me looking washed out. But I wanted to try it because I really wanted a really, really pale lip. So that's exactly what I got in that one. And I think I have a good selection of other lips that are not exactly bright pink or red. So lots I can work with here, but yeah, very cool. So that's pretty much it. I am going to call Carter because those two are awake now. And then I'm going to clean my house and hopefully get to the nail salon. And I'll come back and I'll show you guys my nails later. But this is what they look like right now. They are very, and this one is probably the worst one. Let me see if I can show it to you. See that? It's probably the worst one, but I really need to get them done. So that's what I am going to do today. I'm also going to make some potato soup, potato and chicken soup. So that's going to be interesting and fun to do. I don't know. I'm trying to keep myself busy, but it'll be nice to clean the house with no kids here. Like, I can take my time, put on a podcast, chill out, drink my coffee. Yes. So I'm very excited. We'll see how this goes today. Okay, so it is still Saturday, but it's later in the day. It's actually getting very hot in here, so I just opened up all the windows. But I did get my nails done, so they look very nice, and I'm so happy to have that done. So when I went to the salon, they did have me wear a mask, and they also had me wash my hands when I first got there. Um, so they did that, and they make everybody wear one when they come in. So there was a lot of people that had scheduled appointments, and I guess this was their first weekend being open. So they were kind of busy, not really too busy. I don't think anybody really knows that nail salons are starting to open, but they are. So next week, I think a lot more things will start to be open, and that'll be nice. Hopefully for Memorial Day, they will start opening up parks. That would be a nice thing for them to do, but they may not. So I did that, and I was going to go to the smoke shop, but I decided I'll just do that tomorrow because I wanted to get back home and start making my soup, which is cooking right now. So yeah, that's that. I'm just gonna sit here and wait till my soup is done and have some good supper. Oh my God. Watch my movie later. Kind of just hang out. So that's what I'm doing. But also the June bugs have started to come out. So now when I go outside, if it gets dark, I have to take this fly swatter out with me because I am terrified of June bugs. And I looked it up, and they don't sting you, they don't bite you, they can't hurt you. But they are like this big and they are terrifying. So I do not like that. Also, there was a hornet on our screen door this morning. So I managed to kill it and flick it outside, but I didn't want Bella to get at it because it was a yellow jacket and I don't want her to get stung. Because she attacks everything that comes in the house. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm gonna try to cool off. I should have went to the storage unit and grabbed my fan, but you know, honestly, after being in the nail salon for so long, and being outside the house that long, I just wanted to come back home. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, oh, I almost forgot. I did go to Hobby Lobby and I got some stuff to make masks. They don't have any kits to make masks, so I had to get the elastic and the fabric separate, but I did do that. So next weekend I will be making those masks for me and the kids. Andy gave me one of his that he got from work, which I know is probably frowned upon for other people to use masks that somebody else has worn. But what I had been using was a cut up t-shirt, and I didn't think they would let me in the nail salon if that's what I had. So, but yeah, nails are done. I'm happy with them. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's get into some of our facts now. And I have a very good, well, not good, very bad weenie of the week this time. I'm so sorry you guys can't see with the light. I'm considering getting a little ring light to put up here because I do need to use my phone. So first thing we have, this is from last Sunday. Sunseekers by Rosie will be opening all of their locations on Monday, May 18th. And then this was just something kind of cool that I saw. It says, how Wisconsin are you? So if you are not from Wisconsin, these are just some typical things that we do in our state. So I just want to read through them for you because I found this just something to just show a little bit about our culture. So it says, give yourself 1 point for each thing you've done. Been to a fish fry, visited Lambeau Field, eaten at Culver's Butterburger, pumped gas at Quick Trip, boiled brats in beer, hunted deer, haven't did that, owned a snowblower, don't have one, drank a spotted cow, eaten squeaky cheese curds, went on vacation up north, saw a concert at Summerfest, have never been but I want to, tailgated at Miller Park, have not, hated potholes with a passion, yes, watched Making a Murderer, watched part of it, so I'm at 10, eaten cherries in Door County, yes, ridden on a Harley, no, been to State Fair, yes, multiple times, hated driving in Illinois, yes, worn a Packers jersey to church, I can honestly say I've not. That's one thing that I definitely would not do. Gone tubing during the summer, yes. Drank from a bubbler, yes, so I'm at 15. Known a Youper, swam in the Wisconsin Dells, owned camel clothing, I still do. Worn a snowsuit on Halloween, and said you don't have an accent. So I have 20 of those. I have almost all of them. Los Angeles to shut off water power to non-essential businesses that refuse to close. That was from Monday. This is from the New York Post, so that is probably true. So just an update on some numbers. I believe this is the only update that I have. So it says positive cases, 12,543. New positives, 356% of positives, 6.1 down from 8.3. Negative tests, over 100,000. New negatives, over 5,000. Current hospitalizations, 363. Recoveries, 6,786, 54%. Active cases, 5,303, 42%. Deaths, 453, 4%. So as much as people are saying this coronavirus really is like worse than the flu or anything like that, the percentages are actually comparable. So it's not really, more common than people have been making it out to be. Okay, let me see. So there's this conspiracy about Bill Gates creating this ID 2020. And it's like some kind of chip they're putting in a vaccine, apparently, that everybody will be required to get. And then they will be able to track you with this chip. I don't know if this is true or not. I believe this does go against our constitutional rights, so I don't think they would be able to do that. But you never know. We just all sat in quarantine for how long, so you never really know what's going to happen. This is from Mind Blowing Facts. As I've said before, a lot of things they do post are true. A 113-year-old woman who had Spanish flu as a child becomes the world's oldest person to survive coronavirus. And this is what she looks like. She actually doesn't look like she's 113. But good for her. Fox River Mall set to reopen Wednesday. Will you be shopping there anytime soon? Here we go with the masks again. So this is from somebody on my Facebook. We don't need a society that normalizes wearing masks. We need a society that normalizes staying home when sick. I believe this is very true, although the masks are a precaution. Okay, so this, I just wanted to put this on here because this really shows, like, if you are in like a domestic situation with a partner or a family member, this is kind of like how it goes. Eastman Ave, caller stated she kicked out her ex-boyfriend and he kicked in the front door. He's now running towards the bus station, and it gives a description of him. 9 o'clock, report of blackmail hiding in a boat. 9:05, suspect located under a porch. 9:06, suspect in custody. So this is very narcissistic behavior. So the first thing he did was he kicked in the door of his girlfriend's apartment, and then when she called the cops on him, he ran away. So he thought he was entitled to kick in her door, and she did something about it. So good for her. But now that people are finally getting out of quarantine, I think they're kind of getting themselves back together and getting themselves more mentally grounded. So I just want to say good for her, and hopefully she doesn't take him back. Okay, so this is Wednesday. Pizza Ranch, Green Bay East and Eswabanon is opening today at 11. Hours during this time are 11 to 8, dine-in, delivery, or carry-out. They are not serving the buffet at this time. Also, Golden Corral is not serving their buffet either. So that's that. This is from Wednesday. So Wednesday was the 20th. So tonight at 8:20 and 20 seconds, it will be military time. It will be 2020. This only happens once in history. And I can tell you from, as you guys saw in the vlog, I actually at this time went to bed. But I did look at the clock and I was like, hey, that's really cool. So I didn't screenshot it or anything, but I did see it. Bay Park Square, which is our mall in Green Bay, is going to be started to reopen Wednesday. The mall will be open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. The mall put in several COVID-19 protocols. Here are a few of the changes. Dividers will be placed in entryways requiring incoming traffic to walk on only one side of entry and outgoing on the other side to encourage visitor separation of at least 6 feet. In restrooms, every other sink and urinal will be taped off to encourage proper spacing, and signage will be posted encouraging proper hygiene. The following interior touch points will be temporarily placed out of service: child play areas, drinking fountains, valet use, and strollers. In addition to reopening, Bay Park Square has joined a national initiative to host food banks, clothing donations, COVID-19 mobile testing, and blood drives as part of the outreach to reach 1,300 health providers, government agencies, and nonprofits. Now, one of my videos is done. I have to upload that. But you guys will see that probably before you see this. That's my BoxyCharm makeup try-on, which is why I have all this on my eyes. So Wednesday, more than 13,000 coronavirus cases jump after largest one-day jump. Now, if you'll remember, it was about a couple weeks ago when they started doing these mobile testing sites. So in reality, it's not really a one-day jump. It's just the numbers have been projected better. So it's not as drastic as it sounds. Like a lot of the stuff people put out there, it sounds more drastic than it is. I just found this very strange. So this was also on Wednesday. Report of a white van submerged in a pond, unknown if occupied. Update, male occupant, no reported injuries. First of all, if your van is in a pond, why are you still in the van? Because from the picture I can see, the water isn't up to the windows, so you could get out. Also, why didn't you call the police and tell them that you were in a pond? Like, it's kind of like one of those things where it looks like a creepy like serial killer van. Like, was this person like stuck in the van? There are like no details, so I don't know, but I found it very interesting and weird. Okay, so this is about businesses reopening. I just want to say good luck to all you when reopening. We have already had someone be untruthful. A client came in Sunday at day 2 of us being open to get services from a stylist. I'm guessing this is a hair salon. And little did anyone know she had a pending test result COVID for 19. Pending test results for COVID. Blah. She called Monday to tell the salon she got the results and tested positive. They shut down the salon for the day. Had a cleaning crew come and reopening back up Tuesday. The stylist is on a 14-day quarantine. So one thing I will say is if you have pending test results, you should not be going anywhere until you get confirmed that you are negative. And if you're positive, you need to stay in quarantine. Like, it's, you can't be selfish at times like this, because these are the things that the government and the CDC really wants us to take seriously. And if you're not doing that, you're part of the problem. This is just like a Wisconsin thing. So this is from Thursday. The average person drinks 4 beers a week. The average Wisconsinite is very confused by that number. So, I mean, if you are from Wisconsin and you live here, you know this. Like, anytime there is grilling out, there is happy hour after work, there is Sunday brunch, Bloody Marys are served. Like, drinking is very big in our culture, and it's not to say that we're all like alcoholics. It's just something that we've kind of incorporated into our culture and that we do a lot. I really don't drink that much, maybe like once every 2 weeks. And I don't drink at home. I've said this multiple times, but I think my situation's a little bit different just because right now Andy isn't living with me, so I don't have the option to drink all the time, because then I would be irresponsible and my children would be left with nobody to care for them. So I think that's the main reason why. But even if I was able to drink more, I don't think I would, just because I work so much. Okay, this is funny. So Green Bay Quick Trip T-Rex beer run. So there is a T-Rex right here in a Halloween T-Rex costume. He's coming out of the beer cave. So if you don't know what Quick Trip is, they do have a room that has a separate cooler that you actually walk into, and that's considered like a beer cave. They're very common in Wisconsin, where all the beer is kept, and you can just go in there and grab it. It's like a cold refrigerated room. What I'm wondering is, when this person was ID'd, because Quick Trip IDs you every single time, even if you're a regular there like I am, they still will ID me because it's part of their protocol. So I'm wondering if this person had to actually like remove their costume in order to get ID'd. Like, it's just funny because you have to think somebody could try to wear a costume like that just to get away with, you know, being underage and buying beer. So that's just, it's funny. So T Bacon's Barbecue will be opened Friday, May 22nd at 8 a.m. They will be at half capacity and they're following all guidelines. Okay, so it says, if you know the relationship between these two objects, then you are in a COVID-19 high-risk category and you should stay at home and stay safe. You can't really see it, but it's a cassette tape and a pencil. I'll let you put that together. Okay, and then we got some videos from Thursday when we went out to eat, which you guys already saw in our vlog. So this was on Friday. The CDC and has a long list of recommendations to get students in the classroom in fall. One strategy for keeping the same group of students together as much as possible throughout the day. Districts could also stagger schedules for pickups, drop-ups, or even class schedules. Inside the building, students and staff would likely be advised to wear masks. Desks would also be moved farther apart. So the last day of COVID-19 testing was Friday, May 22nd. Just going through here. So this is from another person on my Facebook. This is what they said. Dear Plexiglass, thank you for protecting me from a mass cashier that just touched every single item I am now taking home. See, the ignorance here really bothers me. One thing you have to understand about the plexiglass is it's a sneeze guard. It's there in case somebody sneezes on the glass to protect the cashier from catching anything. It's not to protect you against COVID-19 necessarily, but it is there to keep the cashier safe. And as for the whole gloves thing, I'm so sick of hearing about this. You touch everything in the store before you buy it. So why are you concerned if the cashier is also touching everything in the store before you buy it? It's the same difference. Take it home, wipe it down. What else can you say? I mean, either that or let it sit somewhere for however long it needs to sit until there's no trace of COVID-19 at all. Like, you're going to the store, you knew this could happen. Like, it's just the ignorance of some people. And here we go with the masks again. So this is a sign posted, it looks like, at some sort of park or outdoor facility. It says, be safe, cover your face, and somebody put in Sharpie, do not, in front of cover your face. And then there's also a note taped to it. It says, you are outside. For God's sake, breathe some damn fresh air, not your CO2. The trees won't give you corona, I promise. So I can see this from both sides. You know, if people are within 6 feet of each other, they obviously need to be safe and they need to wear a mask. But if you're social distancing or there's nobody else there, I don't think the mask is necessary. It's just one of those things where you have to use your own judgment. People are just such sheep. You have to really learn how to manage yourself instead of just relying on all these signs. What happened if we stopped thinking about masks as a sign of being controlled by the government and simply wore them to protect cashiers and other high-risk jobs as an act of kindness? And I do fully agree with that. Restaurants before quarantine. I'm sorry, I can't let you take that drink outside. Now, do y'all want some beers or vodka to go? Here's a jug of margaritas for the road. So I haven't personally experienced this, but I have seen somebody else post on Facebook that they did do this. So that's an option. The one thing I worry about with that is people drinking and driving, because you have an open container of liquor in your car, which you are not allowed to have. If you do have liquor that's in your car, it needs to be in your trunk or something like that. Unless it's completely sealed, then you can have it in the car as long as you're not drinking it. Some people get very confused by that. So this was yesterday, Saturday. Bay Beach Mini Golf and Castle Carts will be open this weekend, Saturday through Monday, 10 to 9. Some restaurants that are open for dine-in with limited capacity and other precautions are Potbelly, never heard of them, Red Lobster, Chili's, IHOP, Pizza Ranch, Non-Buffet, Pancake Place, Parker John's, Oak Street Cafe, Julie's Cafe, and Margaritas. Oh, and then this is from this morning. Kelly Lake campgrounds packed regardless of COVID-19 pandemic. And then we have our weenie of the week. So this is what she looks like. I know it's not a very good picture, but it says, woman sentenced for daughter's death. Now this gets really dark, so I just want to warn you, if you're not prepared for that, skip ahead like 30 seconds to a minute. So this is from Appleton. An Appleton mother has been sentenced in connection with the death of her 13-year-old daughter. Her name is Nicole Gussert. She's 39. Was sentenced to 17 years in prison, less 2 of time served, and 10 years extended supervision, which is probation. Gussert got an extra 4 years of prison for selling her prescription Adderall to friends. Police say what they saw at Gussert's home on May 29, 2017 shocked them. So the reason why this is being brought up right now is because this woman is going to trial for her charges. It's a thing of nightmares, said Officer Tom Zeman of the Appleton Police Department. It's a smell that you don't really forget. The garbage, the refuse, the rotten food, and then the odor of human death. Appleton PD Lieutenant Carlos Del Plane described it as god-awful, filthy place. I just read that. He says that the house should have been placarded. Brianna Gussert, which is the daughter's, body was found curled up in a bed and rotting with an empty feeding tube wrapped around her neck. Brianna had been dead for quite a while, Del Plane explained. As Zeman gave his account of how Brianna looked, it proved to be too much for Brianna's father, Greg Gussert, and other family members in court Thursday who stormed out of the courtroom halfway through Zeman's testimony. Brianna's condition was horrendous. She was yellow, powdered, and had already started to decay. It was clear that this hadn't happened this morning, Zeman recounted. Her physical appearance was, I would describe it only as comparable to something that you see in a lesson about in the Holocaust. A rare birth condition left Brianna unable to speak or walk. Gussert didn't remember the last time she fed Brianna, according to court documents. But yet, you can feed the dog water every 2 hours and make sure the dog is hydrated and make sure the dog has food, said Allegheny County District Attorney Melinda Tempelis. So I find that very disturbing that this poor child who was on a feeding tube was left to basically starve to death and die because her mother had a drug problem. This is just not a very good situation, and with everything happening, I feel like this is one of those situations where the quarantine hasn't helped people because students like Brianna can't go to school, so nobody knows that there's anything wrong. Otherwise, if she wasn't showing up in school, social services would have been called and somebody would have been sent to check on her. So this is one of those situations where this poor child, starved to death because nobody knew what was going on with her. And it's just horrible. And I hope that lady gets life in prison and she never gets out, because honestly, that is terrible to let your disabled child starve to death. So that is my weenie for the week, but that is all I have for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like. If you're new, please subscribe. Welcome to phase 2 of the Corona Chronicles. I don't know what I'm going to call this yet, so we're going to keep it on the same playlist until I figure that out, but I will brainstorm ideas and figure it out. So anyways, I will see you guys next time.